The Patriot, released in 2000, directed by Roland Emmerich and starring Mel Gibson, isn't just a war epic. It's a tale of restraint, principle, and the enduring cost of violence. Set during the American Revolutionary War, the film tells the story of Benjamin Martin, a veteran of the French and Indian War who desperately seeks to leave violence behind and raise his children in peace. But when war reaches his doorstep and takes one of his sons, Martin is pulled back into the fight, not for glory, but for justice, for duty, and ultimately, for the future. Beneath the cannon fire and bayonet charges lies a deeper philosophical current, the internal war between emotion and reason. And it's here that Stoicism, an ancient philosophy born in chaos, offers us a lens to view not just the battlefield, but the soul of a man who would rather build than destroy.
Fireworks, lovely.
Stoicism, founded in ancient Greece by Zeno of Citium and later refined by Roman thinkers like Epictetus, Seneca, and Marcus Aurelius, teaches that our peace does not come from external events, but from how we respond to them. It calls for mastery over emotions, acceptance of fate, duty without complaint, courage in adversity, and wisdom over impulse. In The Patriot, we see Benjamin Martin wrestle with these very ideals as the world around him descends into moral chaos. The film takes place in South Carolina during the Revolutionary War, a time when America was less a nation and more a fragmented patchwork of farmers, militias, and idealists fighting one of the most powerful empires on earth. The character of Benjamin Martin is loosely inspired by historical figures like Francis Swamp Fox Marion, known for guerrilla warfare tactics against the British in the Southern Theater. But Emmerich's film isn't about historical accuracy. It's about emotional truth, the inner war of conscience, and the moral toll of revenge. When war breaks out, Martin initially refuses to join. He is haunted by the ghosts of his past. Martin knows the beast that war awakens. He chooses peace not out of fear, but out of wisdom. In a world clamoring for violence, restraint is radical. But fate, in Stoic terms, has other plans. Colonel Tavington, the film's villain, portrayed by Jason Isaacs, is more than just an antagonist. Arrogant, cruel, driven by the thrill of power, Tavington murders not out of necessity, but out of indulgence. And like all who chase power without restraint, he believes himself untouchable.
You and I both know that I can never return to England with honor.
But Stoicism reminds us that power without virtue is always temporary. In many ways, The Patriot is not about Benjamin versus Tavington. It is about temperance versus appetite, order versus chaos, discipline versus emotion. The war, the revolution, the battle for a nation, these are the outer conflicts. The real war is inside each man. Martin doesn't control the war, but he controls how he responds. Every skirmish, every loss, every sacrifice is faced with stoic resolve. Martin leads his ragtag militia with humility and integrity. Stoic leadership isn't loud, it's consistent. Like Marcus Aurelius himself, Martin serves quietly, not for applause, but for principle.
Every man here is free to come and go as he pleases. But while you're here, you will obey my command, or I will have you shot.
By the film's final act, Benjamin Martin has not just helped turn the tide of war. He has transformed. He's no longer just a grieving father or a vengeful ghost of war. He is a man who understands that freedom, true freedom, begins with the mastery of the self. In the final scenes, he returns to his ruined homestead to rebuild, constructing a world he once fought to protect. In our modern world of outrage and reaction, The Patriot reminds us of an ancient truth. Strength lies not in domination, but in self-command. It's easy to act on impulse. It's harder to pause, to reflect. Benjamin Martin's journey is the Stoic's journey. Grief without surrender, duty without ego, courage without cruelty. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. The Patriot may not be a documentary, but it captures something timeless. The moral struggle of a man caught between love and war, peace and rage, principle and survival. In a world that burns, Martin teaches us to stand firm, without hatred, without fear, and above all, without losing ourselves. Because in the end, true freedom isn't just the right to fight. It's the strength to choose when not to. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you joining our journey through the profound philosophy of Stoicism in daily life and pop culture. We'll see you on the next one.